welcome to Kingdom Builders Business University. Thank you for joining us. Listen, my name is Michelle Green, and I am the founder of the company. And what we have here today is another magnificent graduate coming from our winter spring semester course. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen any of our previous videos, we've been graduating our students all week long, and we'll be continuing to graduate the students until we get to the last individual. But tonight, I'm going to bring to you our magnificent Christopher Will Hyde. Mr.
Hello.
Christopher is on with us. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome. Thank you
Thank
for
you for having
joining
me.
us.
Thank
Yes,
you for having me.
sir. Yes. Okay. So I was just bringing you on so we can celebrate this magnificent journey that you have had. But Chris, let's go ahead and talk about first, how did we even connect? Do you remember how we connected, Chris?
Of course. Should I tell everybody how we connected? All right. So for starters, and I can't thank you enough. Of course, you helped me with the credit. I don't know if I can talk about that. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can. We can talk about whatever. This is
Yeah,
hey.
helping all kind of ways here, but yeah. So that's basically how we met, and then it was actually a couple years back, maybe 3 or 4 years actually.
Yes, I think
Time
it might have been like
flies.
that.
Right, time flies, and so I was in need um, of course credit repair. You know, I'm not ashamed to say, and that's how we met. And of course, I was blessed to have met you in that realm, and you helped me out tremendously, and
Oh,
been soaring since. So that's pretty much how we met, and it was a very nice lady from the start. It just seemed like right now it's like he was always smiling when we was talking over the phone. So it was like it made it kind of easy to like kind of share some stuff and details as to like what I was going through at the time being, and you know where I'm trying to go. So
oh,
and you help. So you know that's
oh,
how we did.
I'm so glad to know that. Thank you so much, Chris. Yes. So, for those of you who don't know, I also own a credit repair business. If you're interested in getting your credit fixed and you're interested in going about it with a budget, if you're interested in making sure that you have the right type of credit and the education as our foundation, you can actually reach out to us at 844 522-7552 is our credit repair business. But yes, that's how Chris and I met originally, is through credit repair services. And you were able to get your credit fixed and, you know, expand and maintain that credit for years. You haven't even been back through the program at all, have you, Chris?
I haven't, and that's the thing. Like, cause you the thing is not having credit and not knowing about credit is pretty much the same thing. So it wasn't established, and then you know I was in a stinking thinking I can just pay things cash, or I can, you know, I get to it, and not knowing how to build it. That was my deal. So I'm like, yeah, I'm paying things on time. Like, what's going on here? So
Right.
so it's, you know, the credit cards came, and you know all the juicy stuff came, and then the education about how to build it was, like I said, I mean, it's something that um, that has kept me going, had me going, running me crazy, because I'm like, how do I do this thing? I've always, you know, wanted things in life, and we know,
Yeah.
you know, those 3 digits is very important. So you can put it off as long as you want, or you can get to it as fast as you can. So
That's
yeah.
amazing. So incredible. Thank you for sharing that part of how we connected. So, listen, guys, this is what the KBBU lifestyle is all about. Even the KBCR lifestyle. We have many of you that are watching that are connected through us from credit repair services. Maybe that's the route that you took originally, and now you're hearing about our business university, which is here for the entrepreneur, the elite entrepreneur, the kingdom entrepreneur. Those are the people that we are looking for. And so we have Chris that have just come through our, what is it, winter, spring? Yes, our winter, spring 2023 first term that is graduating from this year's course. And we have Chris here. He's going to tell us a little bit about his journey as a business owner.
That sounds great. Business owner.
Yes,
That sounds awesome.
a business owner.
Yes, yes, exactly. Well, I was just start by saying, I've always wanted to. I've had a niche for business forever. I think it started to itch me a little bit. Like when I was like 19, I was like, man, I want to retire at 40, but I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't want to work um, till I'm old. You know how people think. You know, you see folk that I'm working with or I was working with currently, and I'm like, oh, they barely moving around. It's like it has to be another way. I don't
Yeah.
care what you're doing in life, but it's always another route you can take. So I don't come from a. I love my family, but I don't come from a family of business owners. They're hardworking people, doing great, but you know, so I don't really come from that. And so I wanted to change the game and become a business owner. And so I didn't have to find a niche. Like, what is that going to be? So that was like the hard part, figuring it out. And then, of course, I tried, as I've shared with you before, I've tried to launch, an LLC before, but I'm just like, I didn't know the principles and the education it takes to not only launch it, but grow it. And
Wow.
so it made perfect sense, especially after the credit repair to I knew I was gonna talk to you again
Yeah.
about this deal right here as far as the schooling.
Mhm.
So it was one of the best things I did in my adult life.
Oh, that is amazing. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Thank you, Chris, for
yeah,
sharing that. Like, that's amazing for real. That is huge. That is so huge, man. So,
yes. Yes.
yeah, like you are a business owner now and you've come through this journey. And where are you doing business out of? What state are you in?
I'm in Houston, Texas. By way
Houston.
of Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana. Yes, Houston, Big H. So I've been here a few years, and of course, I have to say I do like Houston a lot. Shout out to Houston and back home, Monroe, Louisiana. Uh, I love
Louisiana.
y'all.
All right.
Yeah, those are
All
my people.
right. Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's right. That's correct. And so I've been here for a few years, and still, like I said, trying to figure out what that thing is gonna be. And must I say what it is now, or I wait for you to?
You can go right ahead. Yes,
Right.
sir.
Oh yeah. So I would just say for starters, trucking. I've always been intrigued about trucking. I had like close family members drive trucks. My my stepdad, he drove trucks, ever since I was a kid. So it's always been around. I have owner operator relatives that own and operate their own vehicle, trucks, should I say? Um,
I know
so
that about you, Chris. I did not.
yeah, yeah,
Like, from a
yeah,
whole family of truckers. That
yeah.
is
Truckers
amazing.
everywhere, and I always thought that.
Oh,
What was that?
I said, whoa, like I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah. It's and so for me, it's like I've been in the medical field, and by all means, it's taking care of me. I'm blessed to have gone through radiography school. I have a X-ray degree, and then you would think like, okay, yeah, I mean, he's good. I'm a heart cardiology specialist.
Oh,
Sales
goodness.
rep and stuff like that. So I get bloody every day. So
My
with these
goodness.
heart
I
procedures.
could
So
not do the job though. I couldn't do it.
well, see, that's that thing. I figured I didn't want to. It wasn't. It was just something still knocking. I didn't know what it was. Like, it's not it. I was still servicing the community. and by all means, helping people sustain life, through the
Mhm.
blessings of God. And it is just someone still just itching at me like, what's going on? This is not it. I don't feel fulfilled. Um,
Oh,
and we know we'll say the butter of being a business owner, especially being successful. You create your own schedule, your own time, your own time frame and stuff like that. You got to work it, but you have to really employ some things to make it a great business being run.
okay.
So I started to think and ponder, and then when I signed up for class, and shout out to Mr. Carl, which is one of the coaches.
Mr.
Uh,
Oh,
he, yeah,
hey, go
I have
ahead.
to shout him out. He helped me like it's like, hey man, what do you want to do? You want to the LLC I had before, which I had lunch, and I was like, should I stick to that, or should I always like do what I really want to do, and what I pondered on, and that was like getting a trucking business. So, and we
Wow.
see them all over the place. You can't get on the road and I see a truck. So it's like, man, it's
True.
honestly,
That's
yeah, it's money being made. I mean, to
money
be quite
everywhere.
honest, yeah. So, and to be successful, and do it right, I have to, like I said before, employ principles and have the education and the knowledge about how to do that, foundationally, and that's where KBBU come in. So,
Wow. So let me just go back for a second, Chris. So you're saying that you came in with another business and you talked with Mr. Carl. Shout out
mhm.
to our setup coach, Mr. Carl Mitchell. Hey, go, Mr. Carl. Go, Mr. Carl.
Right.
But you were saying that you came in with one business, and when you spoke with Mr. Carl, you actually decided to do something that you were truly passionate about, and even have a whole bloodline of family members that are
Mhm.
doing the same thing.
Yes, that's exactly correct. And I could say this too. Some of them, nothing against them, but they were driving, and they didn't own the business, or they didn't own their truck.
Oh
So
my goodness.
yeah, so and then some do, and I have maybe 3 or 4, which I would call my best men. Like some of them, they have their own trucks and stuff. So it's like it's been all around me forever. I've been talking to them about it, write notes down, like how they operate business and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I've been around it, or it's been around me forever, and it's like that was the itch. I'm like, okay. So when I mentioned it to you, of course, and I mentioned it to Coach Carl, I was like, hey, man, this thing I want to do as far as start a whole nother LLC, and I was like, hey, should I do it, or it's like, well, you can make your mind up like tonight, like you want to go this way or that way? What do you want to do? And then you come up with what it's going to be called, and we can go from there. We can go ahead and get it going.
I
So
love
and I basically got it going. Just made a decision because as a business owner, you got to make big decisions and get used to it. So
this. And guys, you hear that? You hear what Chris is saying? Basically, everybody kind of starts out in the same sense. We might start out where we know exactly what we want to do. Maybe we know our passion, but then there's the other side that don't really know, or maybe we're just trying to start something so we can come off of our job, because our job is not actually fulfilling what it is that we have really been purposed here to do. And so Chris is a live example of switching over from something he had already established to something that was really in his heart. That's what we are talking about at KBBU, guys. Listen, if you're interested in joining KBBU, you can go to our website. It's www.kbbullc.com. You can reach out to us by phone, 855-522-8552, or you can email us at info@kbbullc.com. So listen, Chris, you have this trucking business, and the name of your business is what?
Ooh, let me say it. It's legendary.
Oh,
It feels good to even talk about it. It's called Legendary Transport LLC.
Dare Transport LLC in the
That's right.
house. Woo! I'm so
That's
excited for you, man. I'm so excited. That is so huge. And I
right.
love the name. Can you tell us a little bit about the reason why you named it Legendary?
You know, for starters, people they come up with concepts and things like that of that nature about like their legacy. And um what I wanted to do is, you know, how people say, you know, we look at stars or celebrities and say, oh, that's a legend and this and that. So I would like to become like maybe a legend in the community and, you know, servicing the community. And part of my legacy, I would like to be. Chris was a business owner, a successful business owner,
Yes.
and he's went on to like do other businesses. So being legendary is going to transcend to bigger things. You know, even not only this business. And then what I learned in KBBU is you don't have to stop at one business.
You know, that's right. Accessorize, extend.
Exactly.
Let's add something else to the equation and really build wealth generationally together. I love that. Legendary is legendary. It is already established by its name. You are going to go far, Chris. You are going to go far. So listen, if you guys are out there and you're looking at maybe you're a business and you want some more truckers. You need some more truckers. Listen, hit up Chris Wilhite in Texas, Houston, Texas, with Legendary Transport LLC. Yes, it's contract agreements, corporate contract agreements at that. That's
Right.
right. That's right. We do it big here. We ain't playing around. We're going huge, global, all over the world. That's what we
Right.
want to do. So if you know anybody that needs some assistance, listen, definitely give Chris a call. Now, Chris, how can they reach you?
I can be reached. My website is www.legendarytransport.com.
Oh,
The phone number is 833-239-4509. And that's how you reach me.
all right. Do you have an email address that they can reach you on if they want to send out an email for you?
The email address would be info@legendarytransport.org.
Awesome. Awesome. That is amazing. So excited for the future endeavors of Legendary Transport. I am. And we're going to definitely be collaborating. We have some other truckers that have graduated from the previous terms that are in your area. So we're going to connect
Oh,
you with them. We are
that's
going to connect you with them, Mr. James Lewis and Miss Calvette Boyd. Well, actually, I think she got married. I forgot what her married name is, but
Mhm.
I apologize, Calvette. But we're going to get you in there. Maybe it'll come back to my memory. But anywho, Chris, congratulations on
Thank you.
your new business idea, the thing that was in your heart. We're so glad that God put that in your heart and that you were able to expound upon that at KBBU. So let's talk a little bit about KBBU for a second. You know, you went through 4 courses: business
Mhm.
setup,
Mhm.
business credit and funding,
Mhm.
business management with the systems, and business marketing and sales. Did you have?
Um, I actually watched another student's. I was just call it a testimony, but in, you know, every, I don't know. For me, I would say every session started off as like night, according to let's say Genesis in the Bible. You know,
Yes.
you know, some people can follow me on that. And then once you get into like, let's say, business setup, okay, it's nice nighttime. Like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's happening. Uh, I'm here to learn, right? And then it's like you guys are you and the coaches shine light, and then it becomes, you know, day. So y'all shine. And so for every session, a course was light shed, and like in the dark. So I can testify on like every session. It's like, wow. I liked all of them. My favorite, if I had to say a favorite, that's it. That is a really tough question. It's,
It must be because
it's very tough.
seriously, yeah,
It's
seriously, people are saying all the courses, they don't have a favorite. Like every one of them, they really had a good time, and that's what everybody else is saying. So, what was your answer? What's your answer?
you forcing me to say this. You forcing me to give you an answer. Uh, wow. I think business setup, because it becomes it's a manifestation now. Like if you start,
Yeah,
it's setting my real, I'm really doing it. So and then you're like, dang, oh damn, marketing gonna come, and then and then you of course is hyping the next session of the next course up. So you're like, man, like you can't look down the road. You got to focus on what's going on. It's like, man, I wonder how marketing is gonna be. I want to have business management gonna be, and
yeah,
I think to I would say this personally. Some people struggle with managing their own life, and I think I spoke in class about it too. And because you have a lot to manage outside of your business, and
that's
if
right.
you're implementing a business in your life, you got to really make and create a space and time for your business to grow it, to make decisions. And of course, you guys assisted with all of that. So, but yeah, I would say business setup. Business setup for me
Awesome.
was
I
great.
love it. I love it. Business setup. And that's true, Chris. I never thought about it in that sense. It's like coming from the darkness into the light, just
Hmm.
like God would have it. So we're in the dark, we're not
Hmm.
knowledgeable
Hmm.
about things. And then all of a sudden, you begin to see and you begin to gain knowledge that you never had before. So it's
Hmm.
like the light bulb that pops on. I love
Exactly.
that. I love that. And the manifestation of it all is really the most exciting part for us, especially seeing y'all in the beginning stage. Is like, oh my goodness, like these
Hmm.
are my babies. Can they
Yeah.
walk? Are they going to be able
Yeah.
to walk? We know
Yeah.
y'all going to be able to walk. But then
Yes.
some of you guys will take off and start running.
That's right. And then that's the thing. Like even in the classes, like y'all don't. We're talking about it. Now it's time to do it. And is you implementing this stuff or these things while you're in class. Going through the course. Like you're not okay, go through the whole course and then okay, now let me do this stuff. Like
No.
you guys are highly encouraging. Like, hey, all right, it's time to go. Let's do it.
Yes.
And it's a family affair too. At the same time, is and I have to say this. If you enter this class or this university and you don't have a prayer life, you're gonna have one at the end of the class. You're gonna have one at the end of this class because you're getting prayed for, prayed about,
That's right.
and everything else, and you're gonna be called on to pray. So I need to say that. Hopefully, I'm
That's
scared
it.
anybody. And which was one of the best features, because we
Wow.
bless the Most High God first,
My
and
God.
that's
Like, so
meant.
touching coming from you, Chris. I'm
Yeah,
for real.
that meant a lot. That meant a lot because I'm from again Monroe, Louisiana, very small community or city, and we love us some God. So and I grew up, I was raised that way, and I have to credit the Most High, Heavenly Father, for where I am today, and of
Amen.
course meeting Michelle Green and coaches our company, and it was a blessing.
Wow. Thank you so much. That is so touching. I feel that in my heart, in my soul,
Mhm.
for real. But that's the way God told me to do it. So that's what we got to do. I just obey. I just listen what he say to do. And I just try to follow along, follow suit. Because I ain't trying to. I'm trying to succeed. And that's a thing that I think most entrepreneurs don't really understand. We can't put God on the back shelf. We're trying to succeed without God usually ends up in a temporary success, or if success at all, you know? So that's where a lot of times we drop the ball. But I'm so glad to hear that this really impacted you, because I was like, okay, I didn't really know what your life, your background was, Chris. I'm be honest. So, you surprised me. You really surprised me in class. Like, I'm even in shock right now. This is
Those
amazing.
quiet ones, I've always been that way. Those quiet
Yeah.
ones,
You
and
were
I,
real quiet, Chris,
right,
at first.
right. I'm very observant. Not to toot my own horn, but I listen. I like to listen, and I, like as I spoke to you before about it, and I get a lot from listening to people, and some of us share some of the same things. When it comes to we share a lot in class, or so the students share a lot, and it's like I don't have to say anything because they just said it, and sometimes I would just say this going forward: call on the quiet ones. If you remember,
For that. I'm
there
a
you go. Call on the quiet ones because sometimes they have a lot to say, and it's not me telling you what to do, but I feel like you guys push us in ways that we can't explain sometimes.
Oh,
And to call upon somebody that's quiet or not really saying anything, um, sometimes they something buried within, and when they say it, it'll bless people. You know, it can really bless people, and I know a lot
yeah.
of folk like that too. So
Yes, because I'm telling you, you blessed our whole heart. I'm telling you, everybody was like, "Is this Chris?" Wait a minute.
right, right,
What's
right.
going on?
I'm introverted, but I'm not shy. I don't know how that works, but I'm a bit of an introvert,
I
but yeah.
love, I love it. So, what would be your takeaway for someone that's looking at KBBU for the first time? What would be your advice to them?
Uh, if you have a niche or urge to, or you just want a lifestyle change, and you always wanted to be a leader, because business owners are leaders in communities. Uh, I would just say first and foremost, pray about it, meditate on it, and what that thing is gonna be. And she told y'all that number to call, right? You
Yes.
call, and the takeaway is um it's like I said, it's hard to explain or put into words really, but I could say to someone that's listening to me right now to hate without work is dead, and you have to step out and be like whatever's in your core, you can't help but to live it, and everything is already written. So you got to be you're the main character in that story. So
Oh,
if you push forward and left foot, right foot, you can't do nothing but gain ground. So go ahead, step out there on faith and do what you got to do, and make yourself proud. And you got all the encouragement in the world when you cross over to KBBU. So
oh, that is
go
so
get, go get them. Go get them. It's I can keep going on and on, but some people out there just really uh, they've launched and failed businesses, or they have a niche that they want to they something that they always want to do. And let's just say this: a lot of people do things underground, if you know what I mean. Like they
yes.
don't incorporate or establish an LLC, and so go all the way with it. And this is the right toolage to get yourself going and become established. And you can be a proud business owner and
I
take
love
it
it.
take it far. So
Wow. Congratulations, Chris. Oh
thank
my
you,
God. I am so ecstatic on you being able to graduate, complete KBBU. Listen, we got some surprises for you guys. I know you're all the way in Texas, but your package is going out. Number one, you got a 4-day and a 2-day, all expense paid vacation from Mr. Preston Johnson, your classmate. Like,
yes,
shout
sir.
out to president, everybody was so excited and
Yeah.
surprised.
Thank you, sir.
That for all of us, the coaches, the students, and anybody else that's connected to KBBU that we wanted to bless with what was left over, for real. Like, that is amazing. And then, Chris, we got some KBBU merchandise.
I can't wait to see it.
Hey!
That's
KBBU
great.
merchandise. Now, I did change the color for the male, so y'all got a different color. First
Mhm.
time since KBBU started that we decided to go with a different color for the fellas. All right,
Okay.
all right.
It looks nice.
Thank you. Thank you. We also have some other surprises from the coaches, some discount of services for virtual office spaces. We got some marketing and some sales services that are discounted that's going in your package. And
Mhm.
we have our new upcoming coach, which was actually in your class as a classmate, that she's going to actually incorporate giving some gifts out to you all as well. So just be in expectation. And the main course of it all, actually, we have your certificate. Woo! Woo! Wait a minute. What happened to you, Chris? Come back, Chris. So we have his certificate for graduating from KBBU. This is his certificate that he's going to be getting in the mail within the next few days, coming from KBBU LLC. KBBU LLC is sending out the certification, the certificate for graduating from the winter spring semester course. And we are so excited. Listen, I'm not sure what happened to Chris, but he should be coming back in soon. But if not, listen, thank you guys for watching us tonight. We celebrate Chris. Please give him a shout out. Leave a message in the comments to let him know how happy you are for him being able to graduate from this course. It's a lot of hard work, but it's worth it, y'all. And I'm telling you, I am blessed by just teaching the course itself with the students. So listen, if you're interested again in joining KBBU, you have two options. You have the option of coming to the actual fall semester course that's coming up on August the 23rd through December the 13th of 2023. We actually are accepting open registration right now for only $80. So go ahead and get in and save your spot, because we do not take a large class at any point in time when we are doing our fall semester or our winter semester courses. We want to make sure that we can accommodate everybody. So that's why we keep it at a small range. We already have people who have signed up for the fall semester. So if you are interested, don't hesitate. Go ahead and seal your spot in now with your $80 registration fee. Now, the second option, if you're interested in just doing the individual sessions, maybe you're thinking you just need a little one-on-one right now, we have signed up for individual strategy sessions that are happening at effective immediately. So we have where you will be going through a 12-week course with us in the same subject matters: business setup, business credit and funding, business management, and business marketing and sales. And we're going to intricately provide this information for you. So if you're interested in joining the individual strategy sessions, that will be something that you can do. You can sign up at any point in time. I would advise for you guys to go ahead and get in the strategy sessions and get that going as soon as possible so that we can help you to fulfill your dreams. And again, to reach out to us, we're at www.kbbulllc.com, and our email address is info@kbbullc.com, or you can call us at 855-522-8552. Well, thank you for watching. I pray that you would go ahead and share this video, especially if you know an entrepreneur that's trying to do business by themselves. They don't have to do that. Let them know about KBBU. We are worldwide, all virtual business school for any entrepreneur from any walk of life. And actually, we do provide service even internationally. If they are in our time zone or not in our time zone, it doesn't matter. We want to help you to do business the right way. All right, until next time, keep your notifications on, like and share, and we will see you in a little bit.